Do your cats really love you, or are they just pretending to care because they know they need you for food? Have they evolved from being hunters to expert manipulators, charming humans into feeding them on demand? It's a question that has puzzled cat owners for ages. But what if I told you that not only do your cats love you, but there's actual scientific proof to back it up? The way they express their love and the reasons behind it might surprise you. Stick around till the end because you're about to discover the fascinating truth about how much your cat really loves you and why. In 2019, an interesting study was published in the journal Current Biology. This study challenged the idea that cats are distant and indifferent. In fact, it proved that cats form strong emotional bonds with their human caregivers, bonds just as deep as those between dogs and humans, or even babies and their parents. Cats may act a little too cool to admit it, but deep down they care more than you think. The study focused on how young cats react to being separated from their owners. Scientists observed kittens that spent 2 minutes in a room with their human, then had the human leave for 2 minutes before returning. This is known as the secure base test, a method used to measure attachment in different species. What shocked researchers was how kittens reacted upon their human's return. Instead of ignoring them, these tiny fluff balls were visibly relieved, expressing clear joy at being reunited with their beloved person. The study found that around 65% of cats showed strong attachment behaviors towards their owners, demonstrating less stress when their human was present. That's a big deal because for years, many people have believed that cats don't form attachments the way dogs do. Turns out, they do. They're just more subtle about it. Another study, conducted in 2011 and published in the Journal of Behavioral Processes, further debunked the myth that cats don't care about their humans. Scientists observed 40 single-person households where a human and their cat lived together. Over 45 minutes, researchers filmed the cat's behavior, particularly when food was given. After analyzing the footage, they discovered something fascinating. Cats don't just interact with their owners for food. They actively seek out companionship, enjoying mutual attention and tactile interactions. The relationships were clearly based on genuine affection rather than just convenience. So your cat definitely loves you. But why? You might think it's because you feed them or provide shelter, but surprisingly, those aren't the main reasons. The real motivations behind their love are far more interesting. One reason is companionship. Cats may have a reputation for being independent, but even the most introverted felines need social interaction. Much like humans, cats appreciate having someone around. If you've ever wondered why your cat follows you from room to room, even when they're not asking for food or playtime, it's because they enjoy your presence. Simply put, they love having you around. Another major reason, you provide a calm and stable environment. Just like people gravitate towards those who make them feel safe and at ease, cats form attachments to humans who create a peaceful and predictable space for them. You offer them warmth, security, and a stress-free home, and they recognize that. They might not say thank you in words, but they show their appreciation in their own way. Cats also see us as their parents. Whether you see yourself as their sibling, best friend, or weird uncle, science suggests that cats perceive their owners as parental figures. This was evident in the secure base test, where kittens displayed separation anxiety when their human left the room, only to calm down the moment they returned. It mirrors how human babies react when their parents leave and come back. If you've ever noticed your cat being extra clingy when you return from a trip or even just a few hours out, now you know why. Another reason your cat loves you: scent familiarity. Cats rely heavily on their sense of smell to feel safe and comfortable. Your scent becomes an essential part of their world. It signals home, safety, and reassurance. That's why they rub against you, need you, or even snuggle into your clothes. Your smell is comforting to them, much like how people find certain scents nostalgic or soothing. To your cat, you're like a walking, talking lavender candle that brings them peace. Now that we've established that your cat loves you, let's talk about how they show it. Because they can't express love in words, their affection comes through behavior, and some of their methods are a little unusual. One of the biggest signs of feline love. Love bites. Yes, Those little nibbles on your hand or fingers might seem aggressive, but they're actually a sign of affection. Cat behavior expert Dr. Elizabeth Colleran explains that gentle nibbling is a bonding activity. It's the same way kittens play with their littermates or how they interact with their mothers. A true love bite doesn't break the skin or hurt, it's just a playful way of saying, "Hey, I love you." That being said, if your cat bites too hard, it might mean they're overstimulated rather than affectionate. Another way cats express love is bunting, or in simpler terms, headbutting. While headbutting in the human world might start a fight, in the cat world, it's one of the most affectionate gestures. Cats have scent glands on their heads, and when they bump their forehead against you, they're marking you as theirs. It's their way of saying, "You belong to me, and I feel safe with you." So if your cat gently headbutts you, take it as the highest compliment. If your cat follows you everywhere, congratulations, you're their favorite person. It might seem clingy, but it's one of the clearest signs of attachment. Whether you're heading to the kitchen, the bathroom, or your office, they want to be near you. While dogs show their love with excitement and tail wags, cats express it by being your shadow. They aren't just curious about what you're doing, they genuinely want to be with you. So now that you know your cat loves you, does that explain all their quirks? Maybe, but some of their behaviors are still a mystery. For example, why do they always steal your seat the second you stand up? Is it love? Is it dominance? Or is it just typical cat behavior? If that's something you're curious about, be sure to check out the next video where we dive into even more bizarre cat habits and what they really mean.